Trust me when I say this is gonna be the only way you will be making egusi soup. Forget all other recipes and use this. Keep watching. Hello, beautiful people. How is it going? Your girl Claudia is right here. I'm doing great. Today, I will be showing you how to make the perfect step-by-step detailed recipe egusi soup. This is my own way on how I make it. If you're new here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on a notification. Right here, I will start with my cow skin. It has been perfectly washed and raw. Right here, I have smoked beef. You must not use the same proteins I'm using. You can use any proteins of your choice. I'll go ahead in my pressure pot or my instant pot and boil with some onion, salt, and seasoning powder. Adding some water and let it boil for about 10 minutes on pressure pot. If you don't have pressure pot, you can boil it with your normal pot for about 20 to 30 minutes depending on your beef till it's tender. Right here, I have some tripe. It has already been fully boiled, and I also have some smoked fish. After about 10 minutes, our cow skin and the smoked beef have been fully cooked. Right here, everything has been chopped and perfect to cook. For the rest of the ingredients, I have some seasoning powder. I will be using some greens to garnish. I also have some bell pepper. It just defroze because it was frozen, onion, and some tomatoes. I have my pumpkin seeds here. It's called egusi. That's how we call it in Cameroon. Egusi. Nigerians call it egusi too. My crayfish is right here, like pounded, or let me say ground crayfish, salt, and this is my secret ingredient for egusi soup, white pepper. Yes, guys, if you have never ever tried white pepper for egusi soup, go ahead and try it, then let me know in the comment section. So I will chop my onion using a food processor. I wouldn't chop my onion with the red bell peppers and the tomatoes because you will need to saute the onions first before your tomato mix comes in. So I will just use that using this. I will just chop it using this chopper. If you like, my chopper is the Ninja chopper. I will leave the link in the description box so you can check it out. After fully chopped, I will just go ahead now to chop my tomatoes and red bell peppers. For my pumpkin seeds, in the wet blender, I will add in some water so that the blade can easily move. If you don't want to use a wet blender, you can go ahead and use a dry grinder or a dry blender to grind your melon seeds. Then let us start to cook our egusi soup. In a hot pot, I'll add in some palm oil. If you don't want to use palm oil, you can go ahead and use any cooking oil of your choice. But I prefer using palm oil for that good flavor. So right now, I will go ahead and saute the onion. Your onion will need to saute for about a minute or two. Just stir everything inside the hot oil and you'll start getting that beautiful onion fragrance coming out from it. After about 2 minutes, the tomatoes and red bell pepper mix comes in. Then just mix everything until perfectly combined. Now at this point, you want it to cook until that water floats. Not water, sorry, the oil floats to the top of the pot. Okay. This is going to take roughly about 4 minutes. And after about 4 minutes, this is how it's looking. So good. Our white pepper comes in, the salt, the crayfish, seasoning powder. Mix all that until combined. Add in the blended melon seeds, that's the egusi. At this point, just to clean off my blender, I will just rinse it off with some water and add it there. But in this recipe, you need about 3 cups of water, okay? Because you will need it to cook. Mix everything until you see that everything is combined. Then we're going to cover our pot and let it cook. So guys, here's the thing. Melon seeds, make sure it cooks fully. If not, it's going to give you an upset stomach. Trust me. Cover the pot and let it cook, let me say on medium heat for about 5 to 7 minutes, okay? So if you want yours extra like watery, you can add water, but mine is okay. I will bring in my greens now. I'm using collard greens here. You can use spinach or any greens of your choice. This is just to garnish and make the soup extra flavorful, colorful, and beautiful, and above all, tasty. So just paste everything onto the greens mix with the melon paste in there. When combined, bring in all your proteins. Guys, you must not use the same proteins I'm using, okay? This video is just like a guide. Use anything you have at hand, okay? I'm not going to say I'm extravagant. No, that's just how I love to enjoy my egusi soup. I love everything inside, okay? So go ahead and mix it. At this point, I just always make sure that my melon seeds has been cooked to perfection. So after this, when I mix it, I'll just add a little bit of water and let it cook again for extra 5 minutes on medium heat. And after 5 minutes, this is how it's looking. It is ready to serve. You can serve it with whatever thing you want. Guys, here is the thing. This recipe, once you try this recipe, you will never ever go back to your old recipe. And the heat, or the, let me say, like the tip for this recipe is that white pepper. And yeah, you can serve it with fufu, plantains, yam, whatsoever. But guys, if you're following me on Instagram, I posted a video how I enjoyed this egusi soup or the melon seed soup. And sometimes in Cameroon, we usually put ginger and garlic there, but I don't enjoy ginger and garlic inside my egusi soup. Like, I just feel like I'm having a different taste of the soup. So I serve this with some ripe plantains, boiled ripe plantains, and trust me, it was so good. But most of the time I usually eat it with fufu, but for some reason I was tired of eating fufu. I needed something else, and it was just so perfect with ripe plantains. You can also use gari. In fact, egusi soup goes with many things. It's so enjoyable to with rice. Thank you so much, guys. Keep supporting your girl. Keep liking, commenting. We have to reach 100k. To meet again in my next video. Bye. I love you all.